Well, thank goodness the carnivore diet helps with anxiety because a lot of our friends, a lot of our subscribers, our peers, they're down in Florida facing down a hurricane. At the time of this recording, the hurricane wall is just hitting Florida. Cassie and I wanted to sit down and make a video earlier, but we just ran out of time. She had to get off to work. I'm going to get this video out and then I got to head to work. But I've been in some pretty scary weather in my life. I've never been in a hurricane. I've been in dust storms growing up in the Mojave Desert, which they're pretty rare. And conditions have to be just right for them, but I've been in 2 of them and they're brutal. I've also experienced severe blizzards when we lived in Chicago, especially in 2011. Let me know in the comments what's the scariest, craziest weather you've ever been in. That was the worst snow I had ever been in. The snow drifts, you literally had to dig your way out of the house. So I've been in some pretty brutal blizzards. We lived in Illinois for a spell and we had a couple tornadoes hit real close to us. I've seen 2 tornadoes personally and they're scary, no doubt about it. But the absolute scariest thing I've ever experienced in my life is an earthquake. And I've been in quite a few of them growing up in California. The worst I've ever been in was the 1994 Northridge quake. Killed about 70 people, and that terrified me. Like end of the world kind of stuff. And that's the thing about an earthquake. You know, all this other weather I'm talking about is really scary. Like I said, I've never been in a hurricane. I bet it gives you an apocalyptic sense, you know, when it's going on. Just so powerful. But an earthquake it's indescribable, a big one, how it feels. The Northridge quake actually hit at 4:30 in the morning, and I was sleeping with my oldest son, Cody. He was in the bed across the room. When the earthquake hit, I actually woke up mid-air, flying off my bed. I flew off my bed like 2 or 3 feet. I woke up, I was mid-air. I hit the ground and I jumped up and everything was rocking and rolling. And what it was, that first initial jolt actually jolted like 2 feet. Imagine the ground moving 2 feet all at once. It was crazy. And the thing about an earthquake is you sit there and you ride it out and you don't know if it's going to trigger the big one. You know, the one they've been talking about my whole childhood, and they still talk about it, you know, the big 8.0, 9.0 that's going to eventually hit California. Well, that's the first thing you're thinking about as you're rocking and rolling. You know, is this going to be the big one? Is this one going to keep going? That earthquake was devastating. A bunch of freeways fell, about 70 people died. It would have been a lot worse if it had hit in rush hour traffic. It was also a federal holiday. I remember that. So, you know, the conditions were right, thankfully, that the casualties were minimal. But we wanted to get a video out to our subscribers. We have quite a few viewers that are in Florida. That's one cool thing about answering all your comments. You know, you don't remember everybody by name, but you get a sense where everybody's from. Some of our YouTube peers are down there. Mission Keto, Hope and Andy, they're down in Florida. Also 2 Crazy Ketos. I saw on Instagram though, I believe 2 Crazy Ketos are like on their way to Kentucky or something. So our dear friend Sasha Renee, she's in Florida. And like I said, a lot of our subscribers. But if you're not in Florida, as you sit down tonight and, you know, you enjoy your steak or your burger or, you know, your chicken, whatever you're having, join Carnivore Quest and saying a little prayer for them. Or if you're like a couple of my kids, you know, they're not really into prayer, but they send out the good vibes. Whatever your gig is, this is just a reminder to, you know, send good thoughts, prayers their way. In our busy lives, a lot of times we forget. I'm guilty of that, you know. Somebody, you know, out of sight, out of mind, you're dealing with your daily life and, you know, it can get lost in your thoughts and you forget to do it. So maybe you'll see this video and remember them tonight, because I personally face events like that and it's very difficult. You know, a lot of people's lives could change over the next couple days. The most that's going to happen to us here in South Carolina is we're going to get 3 or 4 days of heavy rain, but it's nothing like what they're experiencing down there. So guys, this was a total spur of the moment video. Cassie and I wanted to do it real quick. Like I said, our morning was busy. She had to bail. I'm glad I had time to get this done real quick. Take me 30 minutes to edit it, and then I got to get to work. So remember, till next time, no sugar, no carbs, no cheating. Hang tough, Florida.